It's certainly been a very fascinating past 5 days of weather across the lower 48. Thanks for clicking on to the Sunday afternoon edition of Vogan's US Outlook. We've seen landslides, mudslides, upwards of a foot plus of rain. We've seen upwards of 8 to 10 feet of snow in the last 5 days, and we've also, of course, seen a snowstorm that is now exiting the eastern half of the country out in the Atlantic, and we are going to be talking about some very, very cold temperatures over the fresh snow cover by the time we reach the overnight period tonight. But we certainly did see cold across the western half of the country. We have got a chilly air mass, a Arctic air mass over the eastern half of the country at the moment. But just a few days ago, that very air mass that is going to bring potentially single-digit temperatures to the central portion of South and North Carolina, including the cities of Columbia and Raleigh, Charlotte, up to Richmond. Could be seeing temperatures in single digits by tomorrow morning here. We did see a temperature of 44 below in Wyoming several days ago, and we also seen a temperature of what was it, minus 40 in Laramie, Wyoming, which was the fifth coldest temperature ever recorded in what is a typically cold part of the world. The coldest temperature ever recorded was minus 50, but we did see a minus 40, which was, like I say, the fifth coldest temperature ever recorded in that site. So we've got the very system that brought all the snow, wind, ice, rain to California. That very system brought upwards of a foot of snow to parts of the Carolinas, the Mid-Atlantic region, and southeastern parts of New England as well. That is exiting. We've got the thickness values, according to the GFS anyway, down to 498 just to the northwest of New Jersey here. So that is a fairly cold air mass, and the low thickness values tend to represent some very chilly numbers. So that system exiting, Arctic air and high pressure filling in on the backside, while we've got another major system coming into the western half of the country here. This system has somewhat warmer or milder origin air, so we are seeing more in the way of heavy rainfall, even to higher elevations. While and this is going to cause major flooding issues, I think, because of the amount of snow that's in the ground here, with rapid snow melt in place here. So you can see here this by tomorrow morning. This is 6C tomorrow morning. We've got a 1043 surface high sitting over southern parts of Virginia, and that is going to be a darn cold morning for parts of Georgia, the southeastern half of the country, the mid-Atlantic region, and the northeast. We could see a broad swath from the mountains of North Georgia all the way to the Canadian border, where we have temperatures in single digits, and some prone cold spots will go below zero. So you can see here over the western half of the country some major precipitation piling in, as well as strong winds. This really is a loaded pattern, folks. This is by Wednesday. We have another system coming into the western half of the country with more heavy rainfall, high mountain snowfall. You can see here this is somewhat of a colder system, and the reason why is because you notice here that we've got more deep blue colors here running down the spine of the Sierra Nevada here, which represents heavier snowfall compared to the current system piling in, where it is more raids, which means more in the way of heavy rainfall rather than snowfall. So that's quite interesting to see that here, that we've got one system comes in, pushes into the central portion of the country, then another system comes in, and that system is going to bring more very heavy snowfall across parts of the western half of the country. We could see more very severe winds, blizzard conditions, whiteout conditions, as we've got a very tight pressure gradient between eastern Idaho and northern parts of Montana, 1038 versus 10,000 millibars. So you've got a 38 millibar pressure gradient here and a relatively short distance. And of course, when you've got mountains in place here as well, winds tend to funnel in through mountain gaps and accelerate here. Mild temperatures, to say the least, over the southern and eastern half of the country. We're going to go potentially from Temperatures tomorrow morning in the teens, even a few single digits across parts of northern Mississippi, Alabama, and North Georgia. By this time Friday morning, we could be talking about temperatures in the 40s and 50s, maybe even 60s, with daytime temperatures into the 70s. So a very, very steep temperature difference between the start of tomorrow morning, the start of the week, and the Friday afternoon to end the working week. Then, if you notice here, we've got another system coming down into the south, the northern tier of the country. Thickness value is very low, so this is another major shot of cold. And look at these heights at the surface here, 1,052 millibars here over southwestern and western parts of Minnesota. When you combine that with thickness values down in below 500, snow on the ground, you're going to be talking about more significant cold. And you can see here, by the time we reach next weekend, the GFS has that high at 1,055 millibars here at the surface. So that is a very impressive high pressure system, that's for sure. Next system coming through the North Georgia, North Texas, a real ice problem potentially here. But you notice here we've got the chilly air to the north, warm air to the south, could have a severe weather situation here stretching from Dallas up through Memphis, western parts of Kentucky, the southern part of Illinois here as well. So this is a really, really fascinating weather pattern, folks. And do stay tuned to marfolkandweather.com for the very latest information. And I'll be back in the next couple of days again. The written post will be available this evening as well. Have a great Sunday, and bye for now.